Hi students, in today's class we will go through the remaining questions of exercise 1.3. Fifth question is, what can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Perform the division to check your answer. So here you have to perform the long division and then check the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of digits. That means when you do the long division for 1 by 17, you get a decimal expansion that is non-terminating and repeating. You have to tell the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of digits. That is, you have to tell the maximum number of digits that are repeating in the repeating block of the decimal expansion. So let's perform the long division. So here the rational number is 1 by 17. So make 1 as the dividend and 17 as the divisor. So in 1, 17 will not go. In 10, 17 will not go. In 100, 17 goes 5 times. That is 85. So 100 minus 85 is 15. Now in 150, 17 goes 8 times. That is 136. In 140, 17 goes 8 times. That is again 136. So 140 minus 136 is 4. So the remainder is 4. Now in 40, 17 goes twice. That is 34. 40 minus 34 is 6. So in 60, 17 goes thrice. So 51. In 90, 17 goes 5 times. That is 85. 90 minus 85 is 5. In 50, 17 goes twice. That is 34. As there is no space, I'll just write it here. So 50 minus 34 is 6 and 4 minus 3 is 1. So in 160, 17 goes 9 times. That is 153. In 70, 17 goes 4 times. That is 68. 70 minus 68 is 2. In 20, 17 goes once. That is 17. 20 minus 17 is 3. In 30, 17 goes once. So again 17. 3. In 130, 17 goes 7 times. That is 119. In 110, 17 goes 6 times. That is 102. In 80, 17 goes 4 times. That is 4 times. That is 68. In 120, 17 goes 7 times. That is 119. So 120 minus 119 is 1, the remainder. So in 10, 17 goes 0 times. So you can see again the remainders are repeating. That is, you get 10, then 100. So in 100, 17 goes 5 times. The remainders are repeating. So the block of digits are also repeating. So let's count the number of digits in the repeating block of the decimal expansion. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So here 16 digits are repeating in the decimal expansion. That is, you will have the same 16 digits again and again. The decimal expansion of 1 by 17 is 0.0588235294117647 bar. So the maximum number of digits repeating in the repeating block is 16. So the sixth question is, look at several examples of rational numbers in the form p by q, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal expansions. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? So let's take an example. 5 by 4. Here 5 has the factor 1 and 5 because 1 goes in 5 times. So the remainder is 0. Whenever you get the remainder as 0, you can say this 1 is the factor of 5. Similar way, when you take 5 goes once, 5. So the remainder is 0. So here 5 is a factor of 5 and 1 is a factor of 5. So 1 and 5 are the only factors of 5. Now if you take the case of 4, you can see 1 is a factor of 4. 4 is a factor of 4. And 2 is also a factor of 4. So 1, 2 and 4 are factors of 4. So when you compare these two numbers p by q, you can see only 1 is a common factor. So they are asking you to take rational numbers that have only 1 as the common factor and having terminating decimal expansion. That is, when you perform the long division, you have to get terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion means decimal expansions that stop. That is, when you do the long division, you have to get the remainder as 0. So here you have to tell the property of q. What is the thing that you can notice? So take some examples of rational numbers that have only 1 as the common factor. So 5 by 4, 5 by 2, 1 by 10. All these are rational numbers that have only 1 as the common factor. So here only 1 is the common factor. Here also it's only 1 is the common factor. Now let's do the long division. So 5 by 4, when you do the long division, you get the remainder is 0. That means you get a terminating decimal expansion 1.25. Now 5 by 2, when you do, you get 2.5. 1 by 10, it's 0.1. So this is also a terminating decimal expansion. When you factorize the denominator, you can see a property. That is, factorize 4, you get 2 and 2. That is, when you factorize 4, you get 2 square. And similar way, if you factorize the denominator 2, you get 2. And if you factorize the denominator 10, you get 2, 5, 5, 1. That is 2 and 5 as the factors. So 2 into 5. Now here you can see the denominators are of the form 2 square, 2 and 2 into 5. And at times you may get 5 alone in the denominator. That is, from this you can conclude that if you factorize the denominators of rational numbers that have terminating decimal expansions, it will be of the form 2 raised to m, 5 raised to n, where m and n can take the values of whole numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. If any one of this 0, then you will get that whole term as 1. That is, 2 raised to 0 is 1. So only 5 will be there in the factorization of the denominator. And if n is 0, only 2 will be there in the factorization of denominator. If both are not 0, that is any other value, then you will have both the numbers in their factorization. That is, the factorization of the denominator will be either 2 alone or 5 alone or both 2 and 5. So this is the property of rational numbers with terminating decimal expansions. You will be learning in detail about this property in 10th class. The 7th question is, write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating and non-recurring. You know, only irrational numbers will give you the decimal expansion that is non-terminating and non-recurring. Irrational numbers are those numbers that cannot be written in the p by q form. You have learned the examples of irrational numbers, that is root 2, root 3, pi. All these are the common irrational numbers that you C. So the value of root 2 is 1.414213, etc. That is, after the decimal point, the numbers will not repeat and it will go on. That is, you will have different numbers. The decimal expansion will not terminate. That is, it is non-terminating and non-repeating. That is, it will not repeat. And here for root 3, it is 1.732, etc. It is non-terminating and non-repeating. And for pi, it is 3.14, etc. These are long numbers. I have just written like an approximation. All these are examples for non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansions. The eighth question is, find three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So it's given rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So between these rational numbers, you have to write three different irrational numbers. So let's first find the decimal expansion of these rational numbers. So how will you find the decimal expansion of rational numbers? You have to perform the long division. So 5 by 7, the decimal expansion is 0.714285. Now let's do for 9 by 11. So 9 by 11, the decimal expansion is 0.81 bar. That is, it repeats. There are many irrational numbers between these two numbers. So just write some random numbers like 0.730. You can write like this, that goes on. That is, after the decimal point, the numbers should be different and not repeating. That is, it should not repeat. So here if you check, you cannot see any repeating block. All the numbers are different. Another example is 747400. That is, it should be non-terminating and non-repeating. You can give any number 710, 71000 or any other number. So it's not a problem. So just write some example for non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expansions. The ninth question is, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. So, you know, the rational numbers are numbers that can be written in the P by Q form, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. So here if you take the first example, you can see root 23. It's not a perfect square. As it is root 23, you can say it is an irrational number. Now in the second question, you have root 225. 225 is a perfect square. That is, if you do 15 square, you get 225. 15 into 15 is 225. That is, numbers like this, you have to check if it is a perfect square. Here 15 square is 225. So you can write it of the form root 15 square. That means the value is 15. So this is a rational number. Because 15 can be written as 15 by 1, that is in the P by Q form. The third one is 0.3796. Here you can see it is having a terminating decimal expansion. Terminating decimal expansion is only for rational numbers. So this is a rational number. Whenever you see a terminating decimal expansion or a non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion, you can say those numbers are rational. Now here you can see it is 7.478478. So it is repeating. So it is non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. That means it is a rational number. Only rational numbers can have non-terminating and repeating decimal expansion. This is non-terminating. From the dots you can understand that it is non-terminating, and it is non-repeating. That is that the numbers are different. It is not repeating. That means it is an irrational number. So whenever you get numbers like this with the decimal expansion, you have to look for the type of decimal expansion, whether it is terminating or non-terminating and repeating. If it is terminating or non-terminating and repeating, you can say those numbers are rational. And if the decimal expansion is Non-terminating and non-repeating like this, you can say it is an irrational number. Only irrational numbers can have non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expansions. Thanks for watching.